all for coming out today. This is a fantastic crowd. Incredibly honored to be able to stand before you today to announce the completion of the city's most expensive and longest project, the 278 North Avondale East College Complete Street. If y'all will please join us in a procession to the wonderful Avon Theater, led by the Wasted Potential Brass Band, as we deliver the State of the City address.
Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? It's a heck of a crowd we got here. I want to hear it louder. How's everybody doing tonight? That was fun for me. Thank you. I want to welcome you to the Avon Theater for the 2026 City of Avondale Estates State of the City address. We got a fine program for you tonight. emceeing the festivities is Emily Holden. Emily Holden, for those who don't know, is hilarious. She is a stand-up comedian, host, and entertainer, residing in Decatur with her bolder half, Blair, and her two spawn, Maggie and Lucy. Emily tours nationally with the group Moms Unhinged, performs all over the great city of Atlanta, and produces the monthly comedy show at the Banjo Lounge and Little Tree Art Studio. Please help me welcome Emily Holden.
Thank you, Patrick. One more time for that guy. Hello, is that working now? All right, we'll use this. How are you guys doing? Yes. Welcome to the 2026 State of the City. She is hot. That is a good-looking woman that looks very good in blue, I might say. Yes. Welcome. I am your MC for the evening, Emily Holden, and I am so happy to be here. So happy to be here because I will do anything to get out of bedtime with my children. I will. I honestly, that is the reason I started. Oh, thank you. Y'all give it up for John. Is that working now? I see they made it my height. Perfect. I will do anything to get out of bedtime with my children, all right? It's why I started stand-up. I also started stand-up so I would always be too busy at night to ever attend an Avondale Estates City Commission meeting. All right? I have heard about them. I have. Y'all, we are going to have so much fun this evening. It is going to be a blast. It is going to be a blast. And then Dave Dieters and Mayor Elmore will also speak. Yes. So it's weird. I gotta tell you, I don't have any political power, all right? So please don't try to bribe me in any way, all right? I'm looking at you, Lorraine. I'm joking. Give it up for our family. Yes, joking. You can tell I'm very involved in politics because I couldn't remember her last name. All right. No, please don't try to send me any bribes. If you want, you can give me compliments and tell me how funny I am after the show. All right. It is weird though, because I do have a note here that says, send all bribes directly to the mayor. All right. Something about an apartment complex. All right. Looks like I have another bribe, and this one just says, send cash directly to Clay Brown? It's C-L-A-I? What a dumb way to spell Clay. All right, guys, it's comedy. It's okay. It's all right. Get your pearls out of a wad, all right? Don't make a note with the pen that's in your pocket protector right now. All right, it is okay. We are here to have fun. Obviously, I'm just here to be a pretty face. Obviously, right? And as Patrick said, I don't even live here. I live in Decatur. I know. It's all right. I live there with my lesbian husband. His name is Blair, and he does drive a Subaru. You know, Decatur is really just a poor man's Avondale Estates. You know? Yeah. Or maybe it's more of a rich man's Avondale? I don't know. If we could get everybody on this side of the room that thinks it should be Avondale Estates, and then everybody that's wrong over here that thinks it's just Avondale. Oh, I didn't know how that was gonna go. Okay. All right. Woo. So, I did put together a rider for tonight, you know, as a performer, and I had asked Ellen for a barrel because I wanted to jump out of a barrel when I got on stage, and she said no. But she also said no to my request for a gavel because I thought it would really be fun if I could make a motion to the board, you know? But she said no to the gavel, so instead, where are my board members tonight? All right, guys. So here is my motion. Here's my motion. All right. There is my motion. I do have a real motion, and that is to rename. I want to rename the hedges Christian Bush. The Christian Bushes. Okay, that was sort of funny. I'm just going to be honest. Billy from Banjo gave me that joke, all right? It was his fault. I want to thank the Avon Theater for having us here tonight. Avon. Yes. No idea if they donated or paid. I guess we'll find out later. Also, one more time, please give it up to Wasted Potential Brass Band. Yes, they are amazing. They are amazing. Wasted Potential is also what my parents call me. After they paid out-of-state tuition at the University of Georgia for me to study journalism, only to tell them after college I wanted to sign up for improv classes. I love my parents. They are the reason I am such a big part of Avondale. They are my unpaid babysitters, so give it up for my parents for living here. No, I didn't know if I'd be able to do this tonight because they were going to be here. But don't worry, my kids are at home with with my lesbian husband. All right, they are. No, my parents, they moved here 10 years ago from Kentucky to be close to the grandkids, and also because they heard they would be the youngest members of the Avondale Community Club. Right? You know, they say Minnesota is the land of 1,000 lakes, but Avondale is the lake of 1,000 old ladies. I am looking at you, Avondale Women's Club. I asked my youngest daughter, I said, when you think of Avondale, what do you think of? And she said, the land of old grannies where you better keep your lawn clean. But what does she know? She has a City of Decatur education. I'm just kidding. No, when my parents thought about moving here, I said, it is perfect for you. Dad, you can meddle in local politics. If you know Paul Dora, you know he does that. My mom, Helen, you love to complain, right? You will fit right in. You will fit right in. Honestly, Avondale Estates had to change their name to The Dale because they were too busy complaining on the Avondale Collective group Facebook page, right? That they couldn't be bothered with 3 syllables, you know? I was wondering how the crowd was going to be tonight. There are some folks my age, and then it is just a shining sea of white. And I do mean old, bald, and Caucasian. All right? That is such a bad joke. All right, I shouldn't say that. One of you all might be donating to my college fund this evening. No, here's the thing. Where was I? When I was preparing for tonight, I may or may not have Googled, how do you make racism funny? The answer is you can't. You can't. Again, guys, it's okay to laugh. It's okay. It's okay. So Avondale was founded in 1924. Is that correct? Yes? 26? Okay, Avondale was founded in 1926. Right? 5? It's fuzzy. All right. In the 1920s, Avondale was founded in the 1925, let's say, and its founder, George Wallace, I'm sorry, George Willis. Tomato. No, he had an amazing vision for the Southeast First Planned City. He had visited Stratford-upon-Avon with his wife in England and had the idea. And it was a great idea on paper, but it could only be on white paper. Okay? There could be no other colors of paper used, right? Didn't matter if it was the park or the pool or the pisser. Right? It had to be white paper, if you catch my drift. And now in 2026, we have moved away from those racist undertones, and all we want to say is, what you talking about, Willis? All right? What you talking about, Willis? Yes. That one's for you, Lorraine. If you didn't understand that joke, it's because you were either too young, and why are you at a State of the City event? Or if you didn't understand it, you may still actually be racist. Anyway, we have moved, sorry, I got a little distracted. It's perimenopause racing through this body. Here's the thing, we have moved past that. The city has done a beautiful job of encouraging equality and equity and all those wonderful things, thanks to the mayor and a bunch of other people whose names I forgot to look up tonight, all right? We have the Tudor villages here. We have the town green. We have amazing restaurants, an amazing art community. Shout out to Little Tree Art Studio, who hosts my show. Yes, and Banjo Lounge, or Banjo Coffee, who actually supports the show. Yes. Shameless plug, it is on April 18th, the next one. It is free. I know you guys are cheap, so you'll like that. And Bob and Margie Means did not specifically say, please mention our names when you talk about the show. No, I'm joking. No, we have wonderful things here. It's an amazing place. And there are so many breweries. So many breweries, right? I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Patrick, so the #1 small town beer scene from USA Today 4 out of the last 5 years? That is fantastic. I think the only year that they didn't get is when Patrick switched to wine. What?
That's a good joke.
Oh, that's a good joke. Thank you. I'm glad you could understand it being from Alabama. Okay. Here's the thing. There is no better place to live in Georgia if you have a drinking problem than Avondale, all right? And it's perfect because guess what? There is no better place to have a hangover than Waffle House. Yes. 54 years in a row, we have had hangovers at the Waffle House. I love it. I take mine scattered, smothered, and covered, which is also a way we could describe College Avenue for the past 18 months during the road diet. No. Avondale is experiencing a renaissance, and I am very lucky to be a part of it and to be witnessing it. And who knows, maybe y'all will flourish enough that by next year you don't have to steal someone from Decatur to MC tonight's event. Ooh. All right, guys. I am so excited to bring the first real speaker to the stage. I was told yesterday that he had a list of ideas of possible things that I should roast him about while introducing him, and that I was welcome to call him. I didn't, because leave it to an old, bald, white man to think that he could do a woman's job, right? No, I think that's roast enough. So, without further ado, I present to you the chairman of the Downtown Development Authority, longtime Avondale resident, and lifelong University of Georgia Bulldog fan, Dave Dieter.
You know, that was a stunning performance. I don't think I've ever seen such an attractive young person lose an invitation to both our garden clubs in one night. It really didn't take her long. Well done. So I had a few comments, probably 90 minutes or so. But you heard Patrick, those of you that were at our wonderful ribbon cutting, and his remarks, he talked about the assistant city manager, Shannon Powell. And she's wonderful, but what her main job, I've had the pleasure of participating in lots of discussions with Shannon and Patrick. What Shannon is best at is saying what Patrick meant to say. And he is from Alabama, where the teeth brush, the toothbrush was invented, otherwise it would be the teeth brush. No, but there were seriously a couple of things that we wanted to make sure. One of the partners that we did not mention was IP Construction. They were a very integral part of getting the complete streets done and done in a timely fashion. So a quick thank you to... And just the other thing is, one of the things, as noted old white man Dave, I'm a granddad, and I got 4 grandkids under the age of 4 that live a few hundred yards from here, and to have multiple safe crossings is a huge deal. So the traffic statistics are important, but be able to cross into our business district safely is a huge deal to me. So well done. So, as I reflected just a little bit about our centennial, and it is amusing that we can't even agree on when the date is. I don't know why we don't just ask Ernie Alquist, he was there. But George Willis, he very meticulously planned our residential area. Our public gathering spaces, our green spaces, our wonderful wide sidewalks. But sadly, he died before he could get around to doing any of that kind of planning on the other side of the hedge or our commercial business district. But I think that, he might have been sad as the decades went by and the city didn't really invest in our downtown. But I think he might be pleased in some of the good decisions that leaders have made in the last few decades to provide the tools that our current leaders have been able to use to enable the dramatic progress we've seen in the last 10 years. So, and I'm talking about the town green, I'm talking about the Complete Streets project, I'm talking about all our wonderful, vibrant businesses. So specifically, just as we move to the Downtown Development Authority's recent accomplishments, first I would like to acknowledge the fantastic set of directors that serve you in the Downtown Development Authority. And if you're here, stand up and wave. Vice Chair Lee Lynch. Lee was heartbroken that she didn't get to make this address. Former Commissioner Lisa Shortell. Jennifer Joyner. Longtime resident and world-class curmudgeon, Tom Trocheck. And from the fabulous bakery Galette, Morgan Perkins. And from the very exciting new development Olive and Pine, Andrew Rutledge. But also, I did reference that we benefit from some great decisions that were made from leaders that came before us. I think if anybody is in the room that has served over the years on the Downtown Development Authority, please stand up and wave and be recognized. I know Don Connolly's here. So thank you. So in terms of the past year, I think that probably one of the most important things that we accomplished was we supported our businesses during what was a very difficult year for them. Among the things that we did is we provided micro grants of over $61,000 to 31 businesses. We also provided 100% funding of a digital marketing specialist whose only job was to drive customers into our businesses. And we also facilitated a great deal of communication and various promotions to try to keep our businesses vibrant during the construction. We also spent a great deal of time meeting with and providing support to the very exciting new $350 million 18-acre development that's coming with really state-of-the-art new apartments and townhomes. And, this development is in one swoop going to really eliminate all of our remaining underused or even in some cases blighted areas of our downtown. And we have supported this initiative by allocating some TAD funding or tax allocation district to support some infrastructure projects that were really needed for this project. Additionally, we provided a bridge loan so that one of our wonderful local businesses could buy her building. That's a big deal. That's kind of the holy grail to have businesses that own their buildings. That way you get out of the rent going up trap, and it's a very healthy thing for a downtown. So we were very excited to be able to do that. We also provided facilitated five separate low interest loans to existing and in some cases a couple of new businesses. We supported a refresh of our Western Gateway, where the Galore Market is coming, the exciting new Welcome to Avondale sign, and the redo of the landscape of Lanier Gardens. We were very excited to support that. We helped advance the permitting for 2 new developments in a couple of really underused areas of our city, and that's where the new affordable senior housing is going with TBG Properties, as well as the Pool Turtle. We continued the support and promotion of our town green, and we funded the finalization of some last stage improvements and repairs. And we also supported many very successful events that bring visitors into our downtown. And I think 2 of the ones that I'd like to call out, because my nickname is Beer Gut, the Avondale Ale Trail was, that was a huge deal. And yes, it was fun, and yes, it was a great day to drink beer. I don't know many that aren't. But our businesses, told us that they got dramatic revenue increases, and for whatever reason, year over year. So as much as 30% over just last year, and it was huge last year. Additionally, we supported the Wine and Art Walk. And that was a really fun event, but it drove people into 26 different businesses to enjoy some nice wine and some art, most of it local art. And these marketing activities, whether it's our digital marketing specialists or the things that we're trying to do to promote our brand, they exist, and we go through the time and the effort to do this really because we all want a thriving downtown. To have a thriving downtown, you got to have thriving businesses. And a business cannot thrive just on 1,200 households across the hedge. It's important, but they need customers to come and visit. And to the extent that we can build a brand and attract customers into our businesses, that is money well spent, and that's one of the things that we do. But the main thing about the past year that I want to comment on is a sincere and heartfelt thank you to our businesses and to our residents for the patience and the endurance of all of the construction. Most of us kept a really good attitude, but especially the folks along South Avondale, thank you very much. We made it. So as we look ahead in the coming year, your Downtown Development Authority's priorities are going to shift just a little bit. I think strategic placemaking will always be there. And, we will always be opportunistic when there's an opportunity, to create a new space or a new place. But I think we're going to see a slight shift as to what's at the forefront. We will spend a little bit more time trying to support and grow our existing businesses. And I'll get a little bit more on that in just a minute. But we'll also continue to support the Avila Hedgewood development. There's work to do to allocate and to actually provide the funding for the tax allocation district funds that we allocated. There are going to be a number of things that we're going to do to support the Shared Streets Initiative, which is a grant that the city got for the Franklin Street area. Really exciting concept on shared streets. The city got a grant, but there was a big match. The DDA allocated TAD funding to provide that match, and so we'll continue to support that initiative. We'll continue to support the Avondale Arts Alliance. We provide, the space with very affordable pricing, so we're very happy to do that. It's such a big part of the community. We're very happy to do that. Another big focus for us will be the Downtown Master Plan refresh. And, here's a big ask. Participate. One of the things that made the initial Downtown Master Plan 12 or 14 years ago so powerful is so many people engaged and participated. Well, we're going to do a refresh of that plan, and we really need participation and engagement. And I know that one of the big things we're going to figure out, and it's a happy problem to have, but parking will be a really big deal. But there'll be other issues that we'll address. So we ask that everyone please try to participate in the effort. And the other thing that we're going to do is, we're constantly trying to figure out what is the best use for the property that we own on the southeast corner of the town green. So the DDA owns what used to be Finders Keepers, where the Arts Alliance is now, as well as what we're using as a construction office. And that's going to be very important property. And we're always on the back burner trying to think of what the best use of that's going to be. But I talked a few minutes ago to kind of wrap it up about how our focus is going to shift just a little bit to support our existing businesses as more of a priority. And one of the things we're doing is we launched the Business Education Workshop Series. And we had our first one yesterday right here in this room. And we had over 30 of our businesses right here engaged with one another and engaged with a really good speaker and a really good panel on how to better communicate their brand and attract and keep customers. And it was a great session, and we're going to start doing those periodically, just trying to provide value to our businesses. We've also launched a revolving emergency loan program, which is a very big deal because we don't want a good, sustainable business to hit a single obstacle and suddenly be forced with some bad decisions. We want our good, sustainable businesses to be able to deal with things. So this revolving loan program is there to help them through, the bumps and bruises that come throughout the year. So those are some of the things that we're going to be focusing on. But to close, I think I just want to again say thank you all for your patience and perseverance as we've gone through all the construction. But urge you, now is the time. Come enjoy. Let's go enjoy these fabulous sidewalks. Let's go enjoy these fantastic buildings and enjoy our new downtown. Thank you very much.
All right, one more time for Dave Dieters. Thank you so much, Dave. That was a great time for me to get a drink and go to the bathroom. Number one and number two. All right, I'm joking. He did speak a little bit longer than planned, but that is okay. That is okay.
Everybody is surprised, raise your hand.
And I will say, for your age, that was a great joke about Ernie. That was really good. I had my own, actually. All right, guys, we have come to the main event, the main speaker, the big kahuna for the evening. Besides you, Dave, of course. Yes, I am so excited to get to introduce him. The man, the myth, the legend, entering a baker's dozen years in office. You can't say term limits without saying Jonathan Elmore. Please welcome Mayor for Life, Mayor Elmore.
Oh my gosh. Yes, from Georgia Tech. So how am I going to follow all that? I mean, this is now the somber part of the evening, right? But how's everybody doing tonight? Good. Well, this is a little different, thing for us, but I've enjoyed it. We had the ribbon cutting earlier for 278, which was, it's just huge. I mean, that project's been 10 years in the making, and I was so happy to see that and have the band and the parade. And to see all of you here tonight, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is the most people we've ever had. But anyway, I am Mayor Jonathan Elmore, and I just want to welcome each and every one of you here tonight to the 2026 Avondale Estates State of the City Address. I appreciate every one of you being here. It's great to be back here in this wonderful venue with so much history, and I'm so happy that this got redone and we're using it. But I do want to thank each and every one of you for being here. I also need to thank some special guests here this evening, and I cannot totally see out there, so I hope everybody's here. But if you're not, I'm going to name it anyway. I'd like to welcome Neil Van Marter from Senator John Ossoff's office. Yes. Appreciate you being here. Region 3 Representative Tracy Sanchez from the Georgia Department of Community Affairs. Is she here? I'd like to welcome Tara Washington from Decide DeKalb. I'd like to welcome two DeKalb County School Board members, Awet Iyasu and Allison Gevertz. Are you here this evening? Yes. And I'd like to welcome Carla Drenner, Georgia House Representative for District 85. Is Carla here? I'd also like to welcome two DeKalb County Commissioners, Ted Terry and Ladina Bolton. And let's have a big round of applause for DeKalb County Chief Executive Officer Lorraine Cochran Johnson. It means a lot. This is their second year here, and I really appreciate it. It means a lot to us. And I will be at the State of the County. So, and I mean, that's an intimidating affair. She has to get up there and talk in front of like 3,000 people in this giant, aircraft hangar-looking building. It's, yeah. But anyway, sorry, your anxiety level just creeped up a little bit. Sorry about that. But it is truly an honor to stand before you here tonight and reflect on where we've been, celebrate what we've accomplished, and look ahead to where we're going. The City of Avondale Estates didn't just happen, it was created on purpose. Every street, every green space, every gathering place reflects a vision that began nearly a century ago. Nothing here is accidental. And because of that, everything we do carries both responsibility and opportunity. I'm incredibly proud of the progress we have made over the last several years. But I can say with confidence that 2025 will be remembered as a defining moment, a transformative year that marks the beginning of our city's next chapter. That progress does not happen on its own, though. It happens because of people. Avondale Estates thrives because of engaged residents, committed volunteers, and strong local leadership. And so at this time, I want to begin by recognizing my fellow board members. Mayor Pro Tem Graham Rainey, could you guys stand, please? Commissioner Mike Smith. And I would like to extend a special welcome to our newest commissioners, Lyda Stedman. And Louis Suazo. And I just want to personally thank all of you for your service and your dedication to the city and throwing your hat in the ring. And I look forward to working with all of you. So I appreciate it. I also want to recognize our city manager, Mr. Patrick Bryant. And our dedicated staff, and to the many volunteers who serve on our boards and committees. So if you're staff or boards and committees, could you please stand? And I have to give a special shout out to Lisa Shortell, former commissioner, former mayor pro tem, who's joining us this evening. Lisa, thank you. And former commissioner here, Adele Yelton. When I think about what has led to our success, it comes down to alignment, a shared commitment to doing the work thoughtfully, responsibly, and with the long-term future of this city in mind. And together, we ensure that our policies reflect the values of the community. And together, we continue to move forward with intention. Now, if I had to describe 2025 in one word, it would be this: resilience. Across every department, every initiative, and every project, this city has demonstrated the ability to adapt, to persevere, and to move forward with purpose. Resilience is not just about responding to challenges. It's about making deliberate choices that position us for long-term success and sustainability. And this year, we balance financial responsibility, operational efficiency, and environmental stewardship in ways that will benefit our city for years to come. So let me start with the fundamentals. In 2025, the city maintained a balanced budget and received a clean audit, something we never take for granted. We strengthened our capital improvements program to ensure that we can continue investing in critical infrastructure. And we successfully leveraged more than $1.4 million in grants and sponsorships to support the initiatives I'll be discussing tonight, while also securing additional funding for projects that will carry us forward into the future. That is what resilience looks like, not just stability, but momentum. Now, last year, we took a major step forward in how we tell our story. For the first time in our city's history, Avondale Estates launched a comprehensive branding initiative, a unified identity that reflects who we are and where we're going. And you see some of it up here. And you can already see it. You can see it in the materials you received tonight, in our communications, in our events, in the way we present ourselves as a city. And this isn't just about logos or visuals. It's about clarity. It's about ensuring that every message reinforces what makes Avondale Estates special, a place where people can thrive, connect, and live well. And behind that effort is an outstanding communications team. They keep our residents informed, engaged, and connected through weekly e-newsletters, printed publications, and business spotlights that highlight the entrepreneurs that are shaping our local economy. But communication is only part of the story. Connection is what brings it to life. One of the ways we connect is at events. Events remain the heartbeat of this community. They're not just celebrations, they're opportunities to come together, to build relationships, and to strengthen the bonds that define us. Last year, we continued beloved traditions like the 4th of July parade, the Lake Avondale Christmas tree lighting, and the Easter egg hunt. And this year, we're thrilled to celebrate the return of our 4th of July fireworks celebration at the DeKalb School of the Arts. So thank you, DSA. Thank you, Board of Education. Now, this is an event that brings together our neighbors, lights up our skies, and it reminds us of how special it is to share traditions that strengthen our sense of community. At the same time, we continue to expand our cultural footprint with events like the Avondale Ale Day and the Wine and Art Walk. And we activated our public spaces in new and meaningful ways with Shakespeare performances at the Town Green and our weekend wind down concert series that brings neighbors together week after week. And these moments matter. Being a strong city is not just built on infrastructure, it's built on relationships. Now, while we celebrate connection, we are also building for the future. In 2025, the city issued more than 310 permits, a clear sign of continued investment and confidence in Avondale Estates. And that investment is taking shape in meaningful ways. For more than a decade, we have worked intentionally to attract the kind of thoughtful, high-quality development that aligns with our vision. This year, we are seeing the results of that effort. Projects like the Dale, a vibrant retail space at the Town Green that includes 2 exciting new restaurants, and the expansion of the Bookbird into a world-class, locally owned bookstore. And like Dave mentioned, there's the Avila Hedgewood development, representing an investment of approximately $350 million in our community, and that will welcome about 1,500 new residents to our community and help support our local business ecosystem. We also welcome Overlook Senior Housing, supporting much needed affordable housing, and we are proud to welcome the Wellroot Family Service Campus. All these developments represent the kind of growth that strengthens our community while honoring its character. So let's just... And the Avila Hedgewood thing, we have been working on that for 11 years, and I cannot tell you how happy we are to see that happening. And you can already see a lot of dirt getting moved around over there. This year, we've also welcomed 16 new businesses in Avondale, each one contributing to the vitality of our local economy. Now, none of this happens without partnership. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Avondale Arts Alliance and the Avondale Estates Business Association for everything they do. So let's give them a And I most certainly want to thank our Downtown Development Authority for their continued leadership. From shop local campaigns to low interest loans and micro grants supporting businesses during construction, their work ensures that our local economy remains strong even during periods of transition. They also bring long envisioned plans to life, managing tax allocation district funds, advancing our street grid, and ensuring key projects move forward. This is what intentional growth looks like. So can we have one more hand for our DDA, please? Now, of course, growth must be supported by infrastructure. And in 2025, we made significant progress. The North Avondale East College Complete Street project is nearly complete. And yes, the barrels are finally gone. And I mean, that alone is worth celebrating. It is. And as Dave mentioned, thank you for your patience. We were just trying to improve your driving skills. But that is a significant project for us. And I have to tell you a little story. So I went to the DeKalb Elementary School of the Arts last week and spoke to, I think it was the 5th graders. And this student said, does being mayor make you happy? and I said, well, that's a complex question. I said, but like if you study hard all year and you really work hard and you make really good grades, that makes you happy, right? But that's kind of down deep happy, right? You've accomplished something and no one can take that away from you. And, when I see young families walking down the sidewalk, our new sidewalk, with a baby stroller headed to the Avondale Market, that makes me happy. And that makes me happy down deep, And I said that to this kid. I was like, do you understand what I'm saying? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, it's more contentment, And but that's a legacy project that we're very proud of. And when I see families walking down the sidewalk going to the market, it makes me happy in a way that I can't describe. So, as such, this project represents a significant shift in how we think about our streets. They're not just corridors for cars, they're spaces for people. The streetscape and the sidewalks now invite people to slow down, to spend time at Avondale Estates, and experience our community, rather than just pass through on their way to somewhere else. It is thoughtful, it is people-centered, and it honors the unique character of our city. We also continued important work in stormwater management and environmental sustainability, from improvements on Dunwick Drive to ongoing restoration efforts in the Northwoods, where we are enhancing both function and natural beauty. Now, our commitment to sustainability extends across all aspects of city operations. Through our partnership with Arrow, we continue to provide efficient sanitation services while managing thousands of tons of waste, recycling, and yard debris. And this year, we took an important step forward with our curbside composting pilot program, engaging more than 500 households and reducing landfill waste in a meaningful way. Yes. Now, at the same time, we're also rethinking how we manage our green spaces. Through partnerships and innovative practices, we're expanding regenerative landscaping and focusing our staff efforts on high-impact environmental projects, and the results are visible. From the completed renovations at Fletcher Park, to the transformation of Lanier Garden, to ongoing improvements at Dewey Brown Plaza and Lake Avondale, we are investing in spaces that enhance both quality of life and environmental resilience. Now, a strong community is a safe community, and I'm proud to report that our police department remains fully staffed and deeply engaged with the community. From technology upgrades like body and in-car cameras, to ongoing training, to community initiatives like the National Night Out and school outreach, our officers are building trust while maintaining accountability. And the results speak for themselves. Reported crime continues to trend downward, and that's something we can all be proud of. Chief S over here, folks. So let's talk a little bit about the future. Now, while we've accomplished a great deal, we're just getting started. This year marks the beginning of something truly special, our centennial celebration. Over the next 18 months, we will commemorate the key moments that led to the founding of Avondale Estates, from the adoption of our charter to the establishment of our first city government. This is more than just a celebration of history, it is a celebration of our identity. And I want to thank the members of our Centennial Organizing Committee for their leadership in shaping this effort. Their work will ensure that we honor our past while inspiring our future. But alongside the celebration, there is important work to be done. In 2026, we will undertake two critical planning efforts, updating our comprehensive plan and updating our downtown master plan. And as Dave mentioned, these initiatives will shape the next chapter of Avondale Estates, and they will rely on your input because this city has always been at its best when its residents are engaged. So please stay tuned and get involved. And I can tell you, both of those documents, they don't sit on a shelf and gather dust. Those are documents that we integrate into everything we do. And the 2014 Downtown Master Plan has been a huge influence on everything we've done. I do want to go through that thing one day and just check off all the stuff we've done because it is significant. But those plans mean a lot to us, and your input is very important because you're telling us what you want. So, there is more construction ahead. We are moving forward. It's all good, folks. It's all good. I mean, you're used to it by now, right? We are moving forward with the Downtown Shared Streets Initiative, and that's a transformative project that will address aging infrastructure in our downtown core while improving stormwater systems, walkability, and overall connectivity. At the same time, we will be addressing our long-term commitment to restoring and preserving Lake Avondale, addressing runoff, sediment, and environmental stability to ensure it remains a centerpiece of our community for generations to come. Now, before I close, I want to take a moment to recognize something truly remarkable. This year, the city received a $1 million gift thanks to Waffle House. Now, this is more than just a generous contribution. It is a vote of confidence in our city, our leadership, and our shared vision for the future. We look forward to working with the community to determine how these funds can make the greatest impact. And finally, I want to recognize the many accomplishments of our staff and community this year, from national environmental designations to professional recognitions that reflect the excellence of our team. So let's hear it for our staff and our community one more time, please. So we're all friends here, right? But friends, the story of Avondale Estates is one of intentionality, resilience, and connection. Everything we do, every project, every plan, every event is designed with purpose. And we are not just maintaining a city, we are shaping a community that values its history, a community that embraces its future, and a community that continues to thrive on purpose. So I want to thank all of you for your partnership, for your engagement, and really more than anything, your belief in what we are building together. So ladies and gentlemen, here is to an exciting 2026. Here's to the next 100 years of Avondale Estates. So thank you folks for being here. We do have some more to the evening. We have a special ceremony for our guest over here. We have a very clever song that I want you to actually listen to because it's pretty awesome. But let's hear it for Emily Holden again, as well as Dave Dieters. So what's next? Oh, there she is. All right, Emily.
Should we do the raffle?
Yes, we got to do a raffle.
Yeah, give it up one more time for the mayor!
Yes. See, bulldogs and yellow jackets can get along, right? Like, see, I mean, they win every year and yet they're still sour. I don't understand it. I don't know. All right. So, have you got your raffle tickets to the little green ones? We're giving away some great merch. We got 10 hats here.
I think 5 say Avondale Estates and 5 say Avondale.
I'm not gonna touch that right now.
You read the numbers.
We're on a roll. Let's just keep going with the roll. All right. So, first number is 687537. And if you don't step up, we're going to move on, baby.
Read it one more time.
Okay. 687537. Are you the proud new owner of a hat? No? All right. Snooze, you lose. All right. And if you have that number, come up. Okay. Next number is 687548. Did you find them? No, but I'm... Oh, okay.
Just say it a little slower.
Oh, okay.
For us Georgia grads.
687548. Up there? All right, yay! All right. Next number. 687446. Free bird! 687446. We're just going to start throwing them out in the audience in a minute. You're here? So you're... All right, come on down. All right, let's see. Next number, 687507. 68...
All right, you ready?
All right. All right, we're going to give this a few more minutes. All right, next number, 687538. Six, 687538. Are we going to have to move to trivia questions? Okay, we're going to have, all right, new number, 687479. All right, we got a winner, 687479.
I'd like to give one to this guy because he laughed the hardest at my jokes.
And he's also a super nice guy, Louis Suazo. All right, next number, 687480. Six eight seven four eight zero.
Come down.
Good grief! Did everybody leave? All right. Next number 687531.
You gotta sit slow.
687531.
Oh. Almost done.
All right. We're going to give away two more, and then we're going to move on. 687535. 687535. No? All right, we're getting some hats.
shoot him out like a shirt can.
All right. Okay. Can you get a photo of Senator Ossoff wearing this hat?
That's right.
Yeah! All right.
Is Lorraine still here?
Lorraine, are you? Oh.
Madam CEO, are you still here?
Hello?
Oh, shoot.
It's because she didn't get a hat.
Oh.
Here's the hat. All right, can we get the hat to Lorraine?
Just chuck it. Yeah. All right. Okay.
All right.
All right. For the next thing,
Yes.
our retirement ceremony.
Yes. That works.
Is this you?
Sure. All right, guys. It has come to the final part of the evening where we will be retiring our beloved barrels. Yeah, just a couple more minutes and then you can have a cupcake. All right. So there has been speculation that they have been forced into retirement. That is not true, according to Decatur-ish. All right, they are retiring on their own. There was speculation that Conan O'Brien had hit on one of the traffic little triangles. That is not true. So we will be retiring them officially. They already are wearing their leis. So last year, if you remember, these were the top 4 contenders from the March Madness contest that took place that the whole community voted on. So beating out Brad Pitstop last year, we had Conan O'Brien. Yeah, you can clap for a cone. Thank you. Conan is being paid a lot more than I am tonight. Next up, overtaking Obi-Wan Kenobi, we have Dolly Partition. Yes. Even a flat-boarded version of Dolly has bigger chest than mine. All right. Then next up, we have, overtaking Palance, we have Sir Stops-a-Lot. Thank goodness we finally have some diversity, all right. And last but not least, winning over Beryl Manilow, we have Beryl Streep. Yes. And side note, you should never describe a woman's body as barreled, all right? That is a little note for you. But a cue to Ellen, who is going to play their send-off song as they go off into the sunset for their retirement, the way other people will need to eventually.
Well, the cone's rolling through Avondale Estates. 18 months of hope and wait. Detours went through dust and doubt, but we knew what we were building out. Now it's shine instead of strain, from all that dust and all that pain. North Avondale's a song to sing. Feel the joy these changes bring. 3 lanes slow the whole world down, bringing life into this town. In Avondale Estates, so true. It's a place that welcomes you. From Sam's Cross into Ashton Place, you can see it in every face. Green medians and sidewalks wide, neighbors strolling side by side. We build more than a safer street in Avondale Estates. Hearts meet, let the music drift and the good times roll. There's a brand new rhythm in this soul. North Avondale shines so true, a dream rebuilt for me and you. Now farewell to the 4-barrel crew. Dolly Partition and her sparkling view. Sir stops a lot with beats so kind. Conan O'Brien with jokes to remind. And Beryl Streep who gave her all. They're walking off as the sun sets.